Firstly, I'd like to apologize. I have a sore throat, and I believe I'm definitely catching a cold. It's not fully hit me like a truck yet, but I am catching a cold, unfortunately. So, I don't sound like my usual sexy self, I guess. Anyways, today I am going to be discussing The Witcher, the Netflix exclusive Witcher series, the first episode. I'm going to be trying to pop one of these out each day. I'm going to watch it episode by episode each day. I'm not going to binge through this shit. I look forward to this because I fucking hate when airplanes fly over my car. um, I've been looking forward to this Witcher series ever since when they first announced the Witcher series coming to Netflix, I was like, please don't do this. I don't want you to fuck up the books and the games that I fucking love. Please don't do this. And then I saw screenshots of what the Superman dude, the actor who's playing Geralt of Rivia, is the guy who plays Superman in Man of Steel and shit. He's bad in those. Those movies are just bad in general. But he fucking killed it, mate. He fucking killed it in this first episode. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead of the gun there. But anyways, I first started getting really, really excited and interested in this series, and I just wanted it to happen as soon as I saw the screenshots of what dude looked like as Geralt of Rivia, and I just gotta fucking say, dude, you know how Robert Downey Jr. was born to play Iron Man? You know how fucking, what's his face? Wolverine. Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman was born to play Wolverine, even though, Wolverine's actually, like, super short, but Hugh Jackman's, like, 6 foot something. Anyways, those two actors, they got those, they've earned that they were born to play this character. I know that The Witcher is more of a niche thing than, the Marvel movies, X-Men or Iron Man or whatever is. But I think that this man was born to play Geralt of Rivia, because he just looks fucking dope. Fucking dope in the armor, the holding the silver sword. He's kind of always got that, like, serious looking face on, even inside the fucking Man of Steel things. He's just always kind of looked like he's brooding, but Geralt kind of always looked like he's brooding, so it's all good. But yeah, man, I started getting super excited when I first saw the early screenshots or the photo set shots or whatever of this dude in, like, his full Geralt gear. The armor looks fucking dope. The locations that they chose to shoot, I don't know if they were shooting in an actual town or if that was like a set they just built, but it looks fucking amazing. It looks awesome. The locations that they chose to shoot inside the swamp when the episode first opens, when Geralt's fighting the Striga, the episode opens. And I'm going to be doing my best to avoid spoilers here. This is not a spoiler. It's literally the first 30 seconds of the episode. The episode opens, Geralt's fighting the Striga inside of a swamp. Just the same way that the Sword of Destiny opens up. And the location, it looks super fucking sick. Like, when I was originally imagining in my head, and I was concerned about this series, like, how are they gonna fuck this up and ruin The Witcher for me? They found some fucking supreme locations to shoot on. I don't know if it was like all just like special effects or something to make the forest look that way. I'm sure a lot of it was, of course, but either way, they fucking did a great job. If it was just special effects or whatever, green screen creating the background, it looked awesome. I love the whole, like, fantasy medieval swamp with the bunch of gray gnarled trees and everything just looks super fucking dope. And it doesn't look like special effects to me. It looks like they put that shit there. It looked like mostly practical effects. The armor, super practical. I'd say the only thing I wish they changed, I'm okay with it. I'm completely okay with it. So Geralt, or all Witchers have these silver medallions. They fight with silver swords to kill monsters, and they have these silver medallions with wolves. Well, usually they are just wolf heads. They're like wolf heads with piercing eyes. Sometimes the eyes glow, but they start shaking when magic is nearby. They didn't show any of the medallion shaking or anything when he entered the wizard tower, so I don't know how much they're going to focus on that. I'm sure that they will, but my gripe is that the way that the medallion looks, it's just like a silver medallion. It's just like a coin with a wolf embroidered in it. Embroidered, that's not the proper term, right? That's like when you put shit on clothing. I don't know, it's just like a silver looking coin medallion. It still looks dope. But just like with a wolf head on it. It's not like an actual silver chain with made like shaped into a wolf's head. So that was the only early gripe. But I've also known about that for a while from when I saw those early screenshots. So either way, the whole costume. They kept saying, like, throughout the episode, oh, you're going to need some gold to buy you some new clothes. They said that like 3 times. Do you see my fit? I've got this sick-ass black and silver armor on, this studded black leather running all the way from head to toe, the sick-ass pants, the everything, the leather pants, the studded leather armor, all of it, all the way down to the motherfucking boots. But they kept on saying, you're going to need some gold, sell that stringer parts, blah, 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 get yourself some orens and find yourself some new clothes. His fit is sick! What is you talking about? So, that was kind of throwing me off, but it's also just like my stupid mind and things that I pick out of it. Just stupid things I pick out. But yeah, so, going into that, the costumes for all the characters, not just Geralt. The girl he encounters inside the episode that the episode is based off of, her like corset armor is like super dope and shit. Even her dude, her henchmen and shit like that. They all looked like really geared out. The weapons look super sick. The practical effects that they use just look much better, and I am comparing a lot of this to like Game of Thrones. I'm gonna say it. The effects, or the practical effects, the weapons, the armor, the everything, the show just looks better than Game of Thrones, and I don't think anybody would really get offended by me saying that today. I watched Game of Thrones for like 7 years straight. Show went on for like a decade. I watched it for like 7 years because I got into it like after season 2 ended. But I watched Game of Thrones for years. I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. I am also a huge Witcher fanboy. Like I didn't read the Game of Thrones books, so I was so detached that I didn't care when people got pissed off. Oh, it's not sticking to the source material. Blah blah blah. I'm pissy because they decided to diverge and tell a slightly different story from the Game of Thrones books. I'm not that kind of guy, and well, I don't think that they are going to diverge from the Witcher books, because this was pretty much the entire episode was just, it was the Sword of Destiny, the book, the Witcher book, Sword of Destiny. It was for page. It was just page put to screen for the entire episode. Like in the first couple minutes, as soon as my brain clicked and realized, oh, I'm just watching the first part of the book, The Sword of Destiny, I then just started predicting exactly what was going to happen in the next scene. And I wasn't fucking disappointed either. Like, you would think, oh, I'm just spoiling it for myself now because I know exactly what happens because I read the fucking book, and this is just verbatim from page to screen, page to screen, page to screen. So I knew exactly what was going to happen next, but I was not disappointed. In a way, it was super, like, the experience of like when you're reading a book and when you're reading, you're picturing it in your head as you're reading this, you're putting the scene together in your mind, and you're creating this show in your brain as you're reading the damn books. I pretty much did that all throughout the books. There are like 7 or 8 books. And again, the show looks like it's taken place from The Sword of Destiny, which is like one of the pre-books before they actually start the numbered titles. But yeah, fucking, you would think I'm just spoiling it for myself. Like, I've already put together, I haven't watched the second episode. I'm not going to watch it until tomorrow when I get off work. Oh, shit. Fuck, that hurt. I'm sorry. Holy fuck. Oh, damn, that hurt like a bitch. My throat is already fucked up enough. Holy fuck, that hurt. Oh, damn. Sorry. That shit hurt. Anyways, oh man, now my voice is even worse after that sneeze. Fuck. Hopefully, over the next 8 days or 7 days, over the next 7 days, as I'm watching each episode, maybe my voice will get a little bit better. So hopefully. Anyways, it was super, super fucking dope. Just knowing exactly what was going to happen in the very next scene, because I've read the books multiple fucking times and I know exactly what the fuck is going to happen. My favorite part of the episode was the Sintra parts. Like, it was crazy too. In my head, I'm like, I love Geralt. I love the way Geralt looks. Geralt's the monster fighter. I want to see more Geralt. But in the show, like, they're cutting from Sintra to wherever the hell Geralt is. Sintra to wherever the hell Geralt is. And why are they cutting the Sintra? Because that's where Ciri is. Ciri is... If you played the game, you know who Ciri is. I'm not going to spoil it. But that's where they're cutting from Ciri to Geralt, Ciri to Geralt, Ciri to Geralt. And they pretty much do that through all the books as well. So it's going to focus on Ciri and Geralt and probably Yennefer at some point, but that's because Ciri's going to be with Yennefer. But yeah, fucking, it was real crazy because I'm like, I'm even saying it to myself. When they cut away from Sintra to go back to Geralt and what he's doing, Geralt's the one doing all the exciting shit, all the fighting. He's fighting like a badass witcher. The way he fucking moves is like a fucking dancer with a silver blade. It's fucking awesome. The fighting, the cutscenes, the fighting, the scenes, the choreography is fucking amazing. The big fight scene was fucking sick. Dope as fuck. I love the way they fucking start that shit. They fucking fire the bow, the crossbow at him, the bolts in slow motion. First thing he does is deflect that shit and chop a motherfucker's arm off. All that shit was sick. But it was crazy in my mind how I just go back to Sintra. I want to know what happens in the courtroom or in the king's room, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Because one of my favorite characters in the books is Queen Calanthe. Queen Calanthe is this warrior queen. She's the warrior queen of Sintra. She's very famous for, she doesn't sit on the sidelines and command her armies to go fight for her. She leads her armies into a fight. So that was super exciting for me. To actually be able to see a visualization of Queen Calanthe, one of my favorite fucking characters in the books, and that was super dope. Ciri was cool too. It was really cool to be able to see what the source looks like. Ciri is a source. She has magical powers, and that's not a spoiler. That's pretty much given away in like the first scene that she's in, or like the second scene or something. And you'll see more of her powers develop as the books goes on, or whatever, as the book goes on, as the show goes on. But she's what is called a source, and I'm just saying that because the book prior to the one that the show is focused on, excuse me, well, that's when you find out that Siri is a source. So it's before this show even takes place. So I don't know how many people have actually even read the books. Let me know in the comments if you've read any of the Witcher books before. Are you a huge Witcher book fan like myself? And games, obviously, but specifically the books, because like none of this happens inside the games. The games are very detached from what happens in the books. You still see the same characters, or a lot of the same characters. Like, it was super cool when I came across Yarpen Ziggeren in the first Witcher game, because, hey, fuck it, is that Yarpen? Just from the way that Yarpen Ziggeren is described in the books, I knew who he was before I even talked to him in the game, because of the way that he's described in the books. Is that Yarpen Ziggeren? And then I go walk over to it, for sure, it's fucking Yarpen Ziggeren. But yeah, it's fucking super dope. Oh, that was another that I didn't even trip off of that. I don't know if it's maybe, well, yeah, actually that probably is a thing. In the Witcher world, you know, non-humans and humans, there's like this big thing between non-humans and humans. It's a race thing. They're racist. Elves, dwarves, etc., they don't like humans, and humans don't like them. Mainly humans don't like them because humans have done a lot to like wipe out elven societies, and I think even dwarven societies. They just don't. The humans are racist. We're all monsters, okay? You see it in the world we live in today. We elected a monster, and fucking, we're all monsters, alright? Humans are the racist ones. We're the ones that should probably just be wiped out, and then society would get better. Just let the dogs and the cats evolve, and... Oh, wait, no, dogs... Fuck. Shit, man. We'll just end up in the same situation. Dogs and cats hate each other, right? Of course that would happen if dogs and cats just evolved and became fucking the new cat quack, dog cat equivalent. Or racism would just spring up. You know, we're all monsters. So, life is hell, right? Life, we're all monsters. If you're living, you're disgusting. We should all just be eradicated by the sun, is what I'm trying to get into here. Anyways, back to The Witcher. I didn't even trip off of how I didn't see any non-humans. So I'm positive that they're gonna be non-humans in the game, in the show. But now I'm super excited to see what the hell like dwarves and elves look like. I think I saw like one elf inside the show, but I couldn't tell if he was an elf. He was kind of tall, blonde, long hair. I couldn't see his ears, but I was like, he has like a long, angular looking head, shaped like an elf. You know, they got them pointy chins and shit. So one of them looked like an elf, but I couldn't tell really. But now that I'm thinking back at it, I'm going to have to go watch the episode again, but I'll just watch it later on, because I'm going to watch episode 2 tomorrow anyways. But I didn't see any non-humans inside this first episode, so that's very interesting. I'm positive that they're in the show, because they're in the books, and this first episode was literally just verbatim, page to screen. It was exactly the first part of Sword of Destiny, so... I'm super excited. This is the first time I've had a Netflix subscription in like 5 or 7 years. I don't even know. Well, they got me. Fuck you, Netflix, alright? Fuck you, Disney Plus. The Mandalorian isn't even that good. No, I'm kidding. I like The Mandalorian, but we're not talking about The Mandalorian here. I will say, the first episode of The Witcher blows the first episode of The Mandalorian out of the motherfucking water! But I also am biased, because the Witcher books are my favorite books, is my favorite book series, and the show seems to be just exactly the book put to screen. But yeah, it's super exciting. The locations, the effects, the way that the magic works, how it's very subtle. But I can't wait for like a wizard like Yennefer to pop up and start slinging around lightning bolts and fireballs and shit, because the magic inside the books, even it's like very subtle until you cast like a very specific fireball or lightning spell, because the magic just goes from 0 to 100. So I look forward to seeing like what they do with that. I can't wait to see what the dwarves look like how are they how are the dwarves going to look? I'm super excited to see that now. I'm not going to go watch the second episode. I'm going to watch it tomorrow after I get off work, and then I'll record another one of these. Yeah, I haven't done this in a while, these kind of discussions or talks or whatever. I trying to be as spoiler-free as possible here. But if you're wondering, should I go watch The Witcher 3? The Witcher 3? I'm playing The Witcher 3 on Switch right now. Should I go watch the Witcher series on Netflix? I would recommend it, yes. I guess it's been so fucking long that my account is just gone because they just let me have a 30-day free trial. So that's cool. I haven't had to pay yet, but they just gave me a 30-day free trial, so that's what I'm going to be watching the Witcher series on. I might not even have to pay for Netflix at all, because I doubt I'm going to stay subscribed. I'm already subscribed to fucking Funimation, DC Universe, Disney Plus now. I don't need Netflix, do I? Come on now. If I find something good to watch, hey, if you got any recommendations to watch on Netflix, throw them at me, I'll watch them. But I specifically did get a Netflix subscription, the $15 subscription, just so that I can watch The Witcher. And I am biased. I am a huge fangirl of The Witcher books and The Witcher games and The Witcher in general, but I am not disappointed. Like, if they obviously are, they're going to keep pumping out multiple seasons of this, and I'm okay with that. If they just want to tell the story of the books or tell the story of The Witcher in general, the stories that are not inside the games, and if they keep doing it the way they did it in the first episode, I am completely okay with that. Because this first episode was amazing. The effects were amazing. The practical and special effects were amazing. The monster was amazing. The fights, the choreography was fucking amazing. So I really hope that they keep that up throughout the episode, or throughout each episode. But I'm sure that Netflix has plenty of money to sling around at this shit. If you don't have an active Netflix subscription, I would recommend it. The first episode really fucking blew me away, and I knew exactly what the fuck was gonna happen on each fucking scene, and it still blew me away. So far, the show is amazing, and I'll be watching the next episode tomorrow. So. And hopefully I won't sound as bad, but I'm positive that I will, because I just got done talking for like an hour. This is my second time recording this, by the way. The other one, I went on too many tangents, so I had to re-record it and try to stay on topic. Yeah. This has been my discussion, not review, but discussion of the Witcher series, Episode 1, The Beginning of the End. That is the name of the episode, the first episode title, The Beginning of the End, of the Netflix exclusive Witcher series. Thank you for listening, I guess. Accidentally cut my audio. And I'll be picking this back up tomorrow after work. I'm super excited, so I'm about to go scrub myself down in the shower, and then come back to my car, go to sleep, go back into work, and I look forward to getting off work so I can go watch me another episode.